Hey guys, so I'm going to talk about the Derby City Classic, the tournament. Um, I started to make a video earlier, and it's going to be way too long. There's a lot of information. Hopefully, this won't be too long. But so I'm out of the banks. I won and then won and then lost and then lost. Um, I'm still kind of pumped up over my last match in the banks, which was last night against Mickey Emin. And I've said before, the reason that people like me play in that tournament or tournaments like that is to play those kind of guys, you know. Mika would not have been my choice of like, I want to play a great player, mainly just because I've heard he can be a little bit abrasive. I didn't see it at all. He was very nice and polite and everything, and friendly and all that. Of course, you know, down to earth, or all business when he's shooting and all that stuff. But I saw no abrasiveness whatsoever, and it was fun. I took Mickey Emin to the hill in Banks. I won the first game, and then he won, and then he won, and then the last game, it seemed like I had a pretty good run in that last game, and I won. So now it's 2-2, and we ended up getting to 2-2 in games and 4-4 in balls. We each needed one ball, and he played a really good safety, and I failed. I tried to skim a ball, and I skimmed it too much, and I scratched, and he made a bank. So, but it was very fun. It was very fun. I'm not the type of person that's going to get disappointed and go, man, I freaking lost to a world champion. No, I'm not like that. As long as I have fun, feel like I shot well, and I do feel like I shot well, and a lot of Mika's friends told me I shot well. One of the things that made it the most fun about it, for me, was, okay, well, I have to backtrack a little bit. In my first round match on Friday night, the table was just acting weird. Sometimes it seemed like the English would really take. Sometimes it seemed like it wouldn't take at all. The table may not have been 100% level, although I'm not sure about that. It didn't seem very consistent for either me or my opponent. So we played a lot of two-way shots. Even though I had said, I'm not going to play that many damn two-way shots, I did. Had to. The table forced it on me. So, and also my opponent on Friday, I got the impression that he was surprised just about every time he made a bank. I think I mentioned in the other video, I think he was mostly an eyeball player. And I think he was surprised every time he made a bank. I could be wrong. But I won that match. You know, we went hill. The first match on Saturday, I played a guy that kind of the exact opposite. He was surprised every time he missed. I could tell he was surprised. He was expecting to make every bank he shot at. And he played really good position. That's what was really about. If he made a bank, he got really good position. Or if he missed a bank, he got really good position on the next ball. But a lot of his shots weren't good in. And he was surprised every time he missed. I get the impression that that guy was a much better banker than what he was showing. Usually, I mean, he could have had lack of sleep or whatever. I have no idea. I don't know any of these people. But I won that match 3-0. I shot very well. The table that we played on happened to be table 5 at Derby City. And trivia, I've never lost a match on table 5 at Derby City. I know it's a different physical pool table every year, but the table that's in that position, I've never lost a match on. I've won 7 or 8 matches on table 5, and I won this one 3-0. I shot very well. The table acted like a normal table. It acted like this. And yeah, I'm supposed to shoot well on a table that acts like this, and I did. And I won that match. I don't want to say handily, because this guy kept barely missing and getting perfect shape, that type of deal. If he'd ever started making shots, I was probably going to be in trouble, or at least have to fight for it. It just never happened. And so that was fun. That put me at a record of 2 wins, 0 losses. I think I mentioned before at Derby City, if you play in round 5, you're in the money. You get money. So if I won round 3, then I'm guaranteed to get in the money. But say I win round 3 and then lose round 4, I buy back in. You get 1 buyback at Derby, and I'm playing in round 5. Get the money. So I wanted to win round 3. I did not win round 3. I got steamrolled by a guy that is, I think he's at 22. He had one of those man bun things. I may not ever be able to live that down with my friends. He beat me 3-0. And I remember when I was that young and shot that straight, I had not yet learned that there's such a thing as a difficult shot. And that was what I saw. This guy did 1 or 2 different things to me. So the first night guy is playing all 2-way shots because we had to. The table forced it on us. The first match on Saturday guy, he's expecting to make everything. So he's playing an awful lot of offense. The guy in my round 3, he either played a lock-up safety or he shot at something offensive and usually made it. And he did a very good job with both of those. I don't feel like I shot particularly badly that match. I just didn't have very many opportunities. If he missed, it was because he played a good safety on me and let the cue ball up here with all the balls on there. Yeah, that's just the way it works. He's a nice kid, you know. I kind of made fun internally of his man bun, but you know, odds are he will outgrow that at some point, and he'll look at pictures of his 22-year-old self and be like, "Whoa, the hell was I thinking?" Or I could be wrong. Maybe that's a new fashion trend, and I'll have one of those damn things in a couple of years. Probably not. So at that point, now I've won 2, lost 1. I need to win my round 4, or I'm out of the tournament. But if I win my round 4, then I'm guaranteed to play in round 5, and I'm in the money. So yay. So wait. See, who in the hell am I going to play in my round 4? I'm kind of hoping it's somebody I never heard of that kind of just stumbled into the tournament arena, you know. That's what I want to happen when I'm not in the money yet. I want to play people that I can absolutely beat. And then once I get the money, that's when I want to play the world beaters. Anyway, so they do the drawing and Mickey Emily. Okay, fine. That'll be fun. Maybe, as long as he's not as abrasive as some of the stuff that I've heard. And as I mentioned, he wasn't at all. Hell of a nice guy and a very good shooter. Mika shot almost 100% 2-way shots on me. Almost 100% 2-way shots on me. If he had just been, this is just my opinion, I think if he had just been a little bit less cautious, he probably would have beaten me very handily instead of just barely beating me like he did. But he did a lot of stuff like, bad examples, and this is not an exact example, okay? But let's say he needs 3 right here. And I don't know where the other balls were. They're someplace out of play, let's say. He would not shoot to 10 straight back and then bank those balls. He would not have done that when he was playing me. But I did win the first game, and I was shooting well, and he could tell. Professional pool player, he knows how to tell if somebody is playing well or is just, going through the motions. But he would not have shot this straight back on the 10 and with a stop shot for a bang on 11 or 3. He would not have done that. what he would have done, and he did this in a lot of very similar situations, was he would shoot this and draw back up to the head rail like that. And now then he's got a tough shot, a tougher shot than he would have had. This happened a lot, and oh well, it was a lot of fun because I'm not used to playing that way. When I'm down here playing, myself and against my cat and stuff, I don't have to play a lot of two-way shots. Frankly, the guy that I normally play a lot of bank pool against at my local pool hall, I don't have to play a lot of two-way shots because I can just win anyway. So I don't do a lot of that, and that's what I found it really interesting, because if he did that kind of stuff to me, usually I would have to respond. He's leaving me stuck up here on the head rail a lot, and I would have to respond when I'm not used to having to do that. It was fun. When we got done, I shook his hand, of course, and that was a good shot. I told him that was a lot of fun. He's, really? I'm like, yeah, for me it was. For him, it probably sucked. He's playing somebody he never heard of and almost lost to the guy, But for me, I'm playing a world champion and learning stuff and shooting really well and making him nervous and all that stuff. So it was absolutely fun for me. But at that point, I'm out of the banks, and today, as I'm recording this, is Sunday. I had a match scheduled for 4 o'clock, my first one pocket match for 4 o'clock. At about 2 o'clock, some stuff broke at work. I'm the senior engineer for my line of computer servers. I could not talk one of my coworkers through it over the phone quickly. So what I ended up doing is I went to the tournament officials and I said, I forfeit. I'm not going to be able to play in the one pocket tournament this year because I have to go home now, and work and fix this problem. It was a production system outage, which is not good. So that's what I did. I don't know what the web page will say about me at the one pocket. It probably just says that I lost. But I didn't lose. I didn't play. I had drawn somebody I never heard of. Doesn't mean he wasn't a world beater, but I'd never heard of him. And just because of the timing of stuff, I had a match for 4 o'clock, but at about 2 is when I realized I got to go home and fix this. I forfeit. And I don't like it, but there it is, and it's certainly too late now to do anything about it. And now I get to wait until next year, and hopefully the same kind of stuff won't happen. It has never happened before. It has never happened before that something broke and impacted my Derby City Classic tournament. First time for everything, right? So that's the deal. So, every year Derby City, I spend a year basically practicing for that. That is my big thing for the year, and then eventually it's over with it. And this year it's over with a little bit earlier than I had hoped. But I wasn't going to win the one pocket tournament any more than I was going to win the bankroll tournament. I just would have wanted to play some matches against some people I haven't played before, maybe learn stuff, maybe win some stuff, win some matches. It didn't work out that way. I'm not going to whine and cry and whatever about it because there's no sense in it. It wouldn't do any good. I'm probably still going to go back down to the venue. Oh yeah, so this is already too damn long. What does that say? 14 minutes? God, that's ridiculous. So, as I've mentioned, I am most likely not going to buy any pool cues this year. I've got plumbing issues, and they're ongoing, and it's still going to cost me a bunch of money. But there is a chance that I'm going to still get a cue by trading, by taking some of the cues that I have over there that I know I'm never going to shoot regularly with at all, and taking those and seeing if Joe Salazar wants to trade, if we can work out a deal. He's got a Richard Black cue, which I really like. Now, Richard Black, for those of you who remember and took notes, and you all should have, right, is on my bucket list of cues. And Joe Salazar has one that is a nice one. It's right in my wheelhouse. It's a little bit fancier than a player cue. Certainly not fancy enough to be what I would call like a monster cue or even a normal cue. But it's just really nice, right in my wheelhouse, and I want it. And so I'm intending to load up one of my dealer cases with a bunch of these cues that I know, I guess I don't want. I don't want as much as I want this Richard Black, let's put it that way. Take him down to Joe and go, hey, I got this and this, 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 and this. Can we work out some kind of a trade? If he says no, then he says no. If he says, I want all of those cues, that probably would be too much as well. That's not what I put in there. If he says, I want all those cues plus $1 million, then I wouldn't do that either. But I think I need to try. So that would count as getting a cue, but not buying a cue. That could be cool. So I'm going to stop this. I have a bunch of other derby stuff that I have to do or have to talk about. I just don't know if any of it's going to be even close to YouTube worthy. No, I'll just have to find out later.